Hey guys, welcome back. Let's review some perfumes I sampled whilst on vacation 3 months ago. Deja Vu Myth by Yusuf Bhai. For those who do not know Yusuf Bhai, he's a YouTube TikTok perfumer famous for recreating any perfume on the spot. I will leave a link to one of his videos down below. Deja Vu Myth opens with a burst of husky coconuts, amber and suede leather. The suede leather accord in here has a smoky gasolinic touch to it. Think of Lattafa's Cuir Gold, but replace the vanilla with coconuts. That coconut accord starts turning creamy after like 5 to 10 minutes thereabout with some citrus flashing on and off. Deja Vu Myth is a linear perfume with the predominant accords being creamy husky coconut and gasolinic suede leather with a bit of amber to sweeten the blend. The far drydown at 12 hours plus is a masculine-leaning, soapy, woody herbal musk. Just like Lattafa's Cuir Gold, Deja Vu Myth is not a safe blind buy, especially as the husky suede leather smells rough around the edges. To me, that roughness also makes it only winter appropriate in my opinion. This lasts up to 15 hours on my skin with 2 to 3 hours of moderate projection thereabouts. Moving on. YSL Cuir. If you know what the green Cuir by Lattafa smells like, add some green fruity and soapy touches to it, and that's what YSL Cuir smells like in the opening. Strong leather with some familiar dark green fruity floral goodness. By the time I check the note structure for this perfume and see violet leaf, I instantly tied this perfume to the violet leaf accord that I get in Lattafa's Nazjia tribute. Imagine Lattafa's Nazjia tribute dressed in a heavy leather cloak and less of that deep dark violet accord. YSL Cuir doesn't smell bad at all, especially if you're a man who really loves leather perfumes. Sadly, the far dry down after 6 to 7 hours thereabout is a hot mess, as it's giving leather and a distant touch of violet leaf mixed with sour, musky animalic PC chocolate. It literally smells like the sour pap and Milo accord I get from Chocolate Forge by Grandeur Perfumes. The dry down is the only reason why I do not see myself recommending this perfume to anyone. This had now been repackaged as YSL Cuir Sublime Oud, and that £220 price tag doesn't make any sense to me at all. This lasts over 12 hours on my skin with 2 hours of moderate projection. Europa opens sweet and creamy with tart peach, breadfruit, musk, and a peppery metallic touch that gets quite intense as the minute goes by. The perfume eventually settles down to be a sweet, creamy, peppery, metallic, peachy breadfruit scent with some amber and vanilla. The combination of breadfruit, amber, and vanilla makes Europa smell somewhat like a bakery, as it's giving sticky, sweet baked spread. Europa stays linear on my skin and maintains that peachy, musky, sticky bread energy till it fizzles out on my skin. Now, let's talk about Europa Very Red. Europa Very Red, on the other hand, is basically a super fruity sweet Europa with zero baked bread vibes. Europa Very Red opals sweet, fruity, powdery, and musky with tart peach, citrus, and something that smells like roses. It smells like a close cousin of Xerjoff Erba Pura, but instead leans somewhat green. Within 1 hour, the fruitiness increases with some amber and vanilla as the scent profile switches to a sweet, fruity, musky, ambery vanilla scent. That peach accord projects hard into the 3rd hour, at which point in the air, Europa Very Red smells like a peach-heavy Erba Pura. By the time Europa Very Red hits the 4th to 5th hour mark on my skin, the red fruitiness of the perfume drops sharply and it starts to smell like Europa. Sweet peach and amber and musk with no brewery vibes at all. I eventually gave both perfumes to my mom as birthday gifts, as they didn't leave an impression heavy enough to warrant being in my collection. That musky, peppery, metallic thing the OG Europa was doing was just too much for me. It threw me off completely. Lest I forget, both perfumes have the same note structure on the brand's official website, and I don't know why. Moving on. Finally, we have Kenneth Cole Black for her. This one has notes of hyacinth, violet, tuberose, and magnolia, amongst others. On my skin, it opens fresh, musky, and powdery with some citrus and white florals. The powdery accord smells like talcum powder, and together with what smells like a stale citrus rind accord, it gives the scent a dated, laid-back vibe. The violet leaf thankfully isn't doing too much in here, as it makes the perfume smell like a fresh, powdery, light, and non-pungent version of Lattafa's Nazjia tribute. About 2 hours later, Black for her is a powdery green, sour, citrusy, ambery, white floral scent. Sometime around the 4th hour mark thereabout, this perfume will smell familiar to those of you who have experienced Lattafa's Breeze, MFK 724, and Maison Alhambra's Redesencia SS. The far drydown for Kenneth Cole Black for her is a musky, creamy, white floral and amber scent. This lasted well over 10 hours on my skin with 2 to 3 hours of soft projection. This is a good everyday gym walk errand scent if you can get past the whole dated powderiness and stale citrus wines. That's all I have to share with you guys today. Do stay tuned for part 2 of perfumes I sampled whilst on vacation. Don't forget to please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.